Yo, 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 back at it. My name is Jeremy Majors, and I am the dog trainer. I do MotoVlogs about dogs. Everybody likes dogs, almost everybody. So, and I like Harleys. So I like riding and talking about dogs. And I figured if I can ride and help some folks out, then I would do it. Because one thing's for sure, I certainly can think clearly, and I certainly can. My thoughts are really clear when I'm riding a Harley, so that's why I do it. And I'm gonna head the back way to Appleton, Wisconsin. If you haven't been to Appleton, you should go, because it's a cool little town. It's about 30 minutes south of where I'm at in Green Bay. Such a beautiful day. We finally got some good weather here in Wisconsin, man. It's been long overdue, for real, for real. So check out the landscape, look at the cows. It's beautiful up here, bro. Beautiful. All right, sorry. So enough just casually talking. Let's get into the meat of the things, because that's why you're here. Hopefully you clicked on the title because you're interested, or you know someone who may be interested about dog-to-dog socialization. That's what we're going to talk to you about. If you have a dog that is not as social as you would like to be, I'm here to kind of explain some things and maybe help you out, because it's not easy, man. It's not easy after you've had a dog that has attacked another dog, or has been attacked and now is scared, fearful, and as a result of that they lash out at other dogs, and you may be scared, you may be stressed, you don't want to take your dog out because he's embarrassing the hell out of you, and that's legit, man. All of that's legit. I feel that. I felt it. I know exactly what my clients are going through, because I have dogs that are like that. So so with that being said, you want to be able to bring your dog to your parents' house, your relative's house. You want to maybe go camping, hiking, and you can't take your dog because, well, quite frankly, your dog might be an asshole, or a scared asshole. And that's all legit reasons, man. I mean, you can't be too tough on them, because if they've had a bad experience, it's not necessarily their fault. So anywho, I want to explain some things right away. There's a myth that goes along out there that dogs that are aggressive, or seem to be dog reactive or aggressive on leash, are going to be the same off leash. And that's just not true. You can have, I've worked at dog daycares for a very long time, and you can have a dog that gets along with all dogs all day long in the dog daycare, but then goes home and or excuse me, not goes home, but gets on leash, and all of a sudden it turns into freaking Cujo or something. You know, it's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde deal. So I'm not saying that your dog is just because your dog is leash reactive, don't mean they will be aggressive towards dogs off leash too. But I'm just saying there is that exception. There is that exception that your dog can be aggressive off leash. I mean, your dog can be aggressive on leash, but not aggressive off leash. That's what I want to say to you. Alright, so now we got that out the way. I do have a video on leash aggression. I got tons of videos on leash aggression. But we'll stick to dog aggression, just socialization. You want to get your dog back social. Okay. So you want to get your dog back social. And you want to know how. Alright? So first and foremost, find a friend or find someone you know that has a calm dog. First and foremost, it's got to be the calm dog. You want your dog to be around what you would perceive as balanced dogs. This is going to start building the dog's confidence and allowing the dog to be vulnerable around dogs. And so you want to get that dog around dogs that are balanced, calm, older most of the time. And then the second criteria would be for in general the opposite sex of the dog, because the ones who fight the most often are female and female, and then the ones who fight second often is male. And then the ones that I find fight the least are male female. So try and choose your opposite sex to try and socialize your dog. And this is in the framework of other dogs, not your own pack. And we can talk about that a little bit later too, but maybe that should be a whole separate issue, whole separate video. I don't want to make this thing too daggum long. Anywho, so yeah, the opposite sex. Choose the opposite sex. And then choose the same breed if you can find the same breed. I do find that the same breeds, if they're within the same breed, then they tend to get along with each other a little better. Try to find that same breed of the dog. Man, this is beautiful. Oh man, this is heaven. So yeah, same breed. Alright, if you can't, try to find a similar breed. You know, if you got the shepherds, you got the working dogs, you got the toy breeds, you got the sporting dogs, you got, you know, so try and see if you can. What that does is gets them with the similar play styles, and again, most likely you'll have a better chance in getting along, because the goal again is to get the dog to be more open about dogs in general. But it may take the criteria I just laid out to get the dog to be open to other dogs. All right, so now here's the sort of the practical side to it, the technique side. I just kind of went through the philosophy side. Now I'm going to go through the technique side. The technique side is if you have if you do find that dog that can be calm, and then you want to be able to spend time with the dog that you found, or dogs that you found, and create calmness. Okay, create calmness. Even if, you know, it would be golden, and I know this is tough. I do it with my dogs because my dogs have met literally thousands of dogs. But it would be the best if you could bring your dog into a neutral territory, and then have the dog that you're socializing with to be indifferent to your dog. You know, not necessarily pay attention, because you could spark some tension. You could spark some unnecessary tension within the first, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe even less than that. But you guys know that if you've seen dogs see each other, they want to go up to each other and, do that greeting thing. Sometimes, again, if you're having a dog that's too nervous about that, you want to control that. You want to say, no, let's not have this right yet. Let some time, let some space in between the two dogs, and then you'll see that the dog is a little bit more comfortable. So there's that. Okay, the place where you want to go is somewhere neutral with a lot of space, which means not your territory, not the dog's territory, just somewhere neutral like a park. The best place would be something like this, like there's no one around. I mean, there's like no distractions, just a bunch of space, and the dogs can run away from each other if they get uncomfortable. On leash sometimes, again, creates unnecessary tension. So at least allow the dog that you're socializing to have a long line. Holy shit, he looked like he needed to be on a bike. Anywho, yeah, a long leash and allow them to drag the leash could be the solution as well.